I'm going to show you the hip spin up. Overall, this shouldn't take more than 10 minutes total. I'm just going to show you one leg and then you can rewind it, but soon you'll get it in your brain to know what you're doing here. Here's the hip spin up. You're going to bring one leg forward. And we start with the right for whatever reason. And you're coming into a lunge. Okay, with the back knee down, you could put a pillow underneath it or something to cushion it. And you're just going to begin to rock a little bit side to side. Now, sometimes because of tightness, you may not be able to touch the ground like this. You could put your hands onto maybe blocks or cushions of some sort. You're going to rock a little bit side to side, warming up the tissues. Then you're going to take your one hand down and you're going to turn towards the leg that's in front. Turn your head over that shoulder. You can rock a little bit, just feeling into all of the different areas of that joint. And then next you're going to turn towards the inside and start to walk your hands away from the knee that's forward and take your hand of the leg that's forward and then reach a little bit farther. Press the hip back away from the hands and press the ground away from you. Okay, still saying high here in the hands. Then you're going to come back through center, and this time come to the inside of the front leg. You can come down to your elbows or maybe elbows on a block, but more on the inside. And again, you're going to just rock a little bit. I feel this much more strongly on my inner thigh of the front leg. You can walk your foot a little bit out to the side, but keep the whole foot on the floor there for right now. And then again, you're going to walk your hands away from that foot, getting a little bit deeper. Press the hip pocket back, reaching, stretching. Maybe a little oscillation forward and back. I feel this strongly through my whole side body. Next thing is you're going to come back through center. Curl the toes under on that back foot, and you're going to lift that knee up. What we're working on is big toe mobility and foot mobility. You can rock a little bit forward and back. Try to keep the whole ball of the foot down on the floor, and then squeeze the quad and release it. Squeeze the quad and release it. Squeeze and release. Now, if it's not possible to lift off that back knee, you can keep that knee down, but curl the toes under, okay? Just squeeze and release, squeeze and release. And really when you're working through this, you want about 30 seconds, maybe up to a minute per area that you're working on. Now for this one, you can untuck the toes and walk the foot more out to the side. You're going to come onto the outer edge of that front foot and come down to center, a little bit deeper. Again, hands could be down or elbows down. You're really getting into that outer hip of that front leg. And begin to walk your hands away. And as you walk your hands away, press the ground and then pull that hip back. So you're stretching through that whole hip pocket, all of that tissue back there, and you're pressing the ground away from you. And then you'll come back through center, and we're going to do a little bit of flossing here. So what you're doing here is straightening and bending the knee. You can keep the toe down on the floor. That's a little bit gentler as you do that, or you can lift the toe up. and get a little bit more aggressive through that whole back of the leg. You can even add the head in, so bowing and lifting the chin, bowing and lifting the chin. This is working through the whole back body as you do this. You don't need to get the legs straight, that's not the point. The point is to mobilize the nerve as it's moving through all of those tissues back there. Okay. After you finish one side, repeat on the other side. Helpful if you do this in the morning. It serves as a nice little warm-up for the rest of the day. And again, it shouldn't take any longer than 5 minutes per side. If you do it consistently, you'll get it in your brain, so you don't need to watch the video. I think of it as 3 different areas with the finisher of the flossing. So there's the high version, there's the inside version, lower, and there is more of the pigeon stretch or the figure 4 stretch. And then there's the flossing afterwards, okay? Have fun.